Yes, I believe we got some splendid shots. But let's head to the lookout now.
With this, we French are in a far better position. Those imperialists can be useful on occasion.
What's this? Good lord. Quickly, take the photos. I'll explain later.
Still, while it's good that the attack on the legation succeeded, I am worried that the Englishman, Alcock, suspects something.
In the middle of all that chaos, I doubt he was paying any attention to who was doing what.
Damn.
We got company.
Who's...
We can't let them leave here alive.
That was close. This is quite a windfall. Mr. Alcock will be very pleased with these photos. Remember, photos also have value as irrefutable evidence. But come, let's continue on to the lookout. What a magnificent view. Perfect for our composition. Let's get set up and start shooting at once. Speed is of the essence. If the sun and the clouds were to shift even a bit, it would look odd when we try to join the photos. Most satisfactory. I couldn't have done this without you. And thank you for indulging my little whim. I am in your debt. You mean the soldiers? I'm not sure. I was as surprised as you. In any event, you know how the British legation was burned down the other day? Well, rumor has it the French paid off the British soldiers to spur the expulsionists on. Mr. Alcock asked me to secure evidence if I saw any of his fellows acting suspiciously. This kind of work helps me pay for my camera expenses. In fact, it's thanks to you I managed to take their photos. So, I'll factor that into your reward. Really, you deserve it. You know, as a photographer, I've been to many countries, but I've never known a culture quite like that of Japan, and Edo in particular. Alas, I fear it has no place in a world ruled by the West. A fleeting thing, culture. Am I that easy to read? I must apologize to you, native to Japan as you are, but you're right. Nothing lasts forever, you know? Not people, nor things. And that is what I yearn to capture with my photography. You saw in the mountain, did you not? The sheer degradation. But photographing such scenes gives me goosebumps. Japan is much the same. Its ancient culture and institutions will eventually be swallowed by the West. Everything held dear in this country will fade and be forgotten. And to capture that fleeting beauty in a photograph, it makes me want to pinch myself. Oh, sounds like you have something particular in mind. Please, do tell. Oh, come now. Do you really believe in that fantasy? I suggest disabusing yourself of such nonsense. No. I believe you spoke in earnest. Tell me, what do you see with those eyes of yours? Well, I hope you'll share it with me one day. Indeed, I look forward to finding out which of our imagined futures is the more beautiful.
Who are you? Why are you here? I wouldn't go that far, but I do indeed practice Western medicine. I see we share the same goal. But unfortunately, now is not the time. Katsu? Ah, the Shogun's man. But look, I need to attend to my own business before we can talk. Simply chatting won't help matters. But since there's nobody else I can ask, I might as well share. Ine Kusumoto. I studied Western medicine, and I'm researching a cure for cholera here. Those suffering with the disease cannot be ignored. But I am yet to see much in the way of success. I've been trying to make medicine, but it all turned out to be poison. And a deadly one to boot. It needs to be properly sealed in a container, or poison gas will escape. The anti-shogunate folks heard about it somewhere, and came to ask me how to make it. They're up to no good, I'm certain. And they've been haranguing me in my lab ever since. All of my colleagues were terrified and ran off. They sent me a threat this morning. They're planning an attack. But I can't just turn my back and flee. I have to protect my lab. I have. Countless times. But they won't see me. I think one of the officials has it out for me. It's because my father, Philip Franz von Siebold, is a Westerner. And the fact that I, his daughter, practice Western medicine is all the more despised. Truly? Okay, please. That's wonderful news. They're planning to strike when the sun sets. Are you ready? The gates are blockaded, so it will take time for them to get in, which means they'll likely approach from the rear. I'm counting on you. But please, take care of yourself.
Please, Dr. Kusamoto, you must help us take down the Shogunate!
Sorry, but I don't have time for that.
That poison would be a boon to our cause. You must give us the formula.
You will cooperate with us, one way or another.
Please, make these people leave!
You, by the looks of it, you're not with us this time.
Interfere! We'll have to knock some sense into you!
There's some poison left. Let me help.
I need your protection for some pain.
Just the other left.
That's enough for today, I think. I'll be going.
Thank you so much. I am truly grateful to you. Now I can finally go back to studying cures for cholera. Could I ask another favor? Would you be so kind as to track down Dr. Narasaki? He was rounded up during the recent purge, and is still in custody. I heard he had just come up with a concoction that eased the symptoms of cholera. I have my work cut out rebuilding this medical facility. In the meantime, I would very much like you to speak to him for me. Please do this for me. And if ever you need anything, you know where to find me.
Ah, there you are. I used to come here all the time, you know. But the last time I came, things didn't quite go as planned. If only it were something like that. What I'm saying is I can't face going in there today. Why don't we take care of something else first? Ah, all right. Anything to help forge a new Japan. We'll probably find Hachiro at the dojo around this time of day.
Been a while, Ryoma.
True. It's good to see you again. I've come to ask a favor, actually. In order to change this country of ours, I'm trying to work out how to reform the shogunate. And I need the help of skilled swordsmen like you to do it.
Reform the shogunate, eh? That's certainly a lot to chew on. Give me some time to consider it, will you? Incidentally, the demon belle of Chiba wants to see you. Don't keep her waiting.
Oh, Ryoma!
Oh!
I had hoped to see you.
No.
You'd finally come back to propose! Haven't you?
Good to see you too, Lady Sana, but I'm sorry. I'm just too busy to be thinking about things like that right now.
Oh? Are you trying to weasel out of your promise? Well, if you're intent on denying me that, then fight me instead!
Okay. But you know how I've never been able to stop myself from going easy on you. Well, my friend here is just as strong as me. Why don't you fight them instead?
Fight them, you say? I have my doubts, but if it will finally make you deliver on your promise, I consent. I warn you, I won't lose. Ryoma will be mine.
Well, I'd love to stay and watch, but I think you need some privacy.
Come! Let's fight! Your opponent is Sanna Chiba, niece of Shusaku. On your guard! Such impeccable technique! Yeah! Giving up? Far from it! It seems Ryoma spoke true. You are as strong as him.
Lady Sana, I'm afraid you can't win this one.
I'm not done yet.
Hey, Lady Sana. Okay, thanks. You really helped me out.
Hey, that was some fine work. If you're looking for Ryoma and Lady Sana, they ran off somewhere. But I'd leave them be for now. Besides, you said something about wanting my help to reform the shogunate, right? Very well. Beat me, and I'll lend a hand. I'm warning you. I won't go easy. I can see why Ryoma depends on you. I didn't expect you to push me so hard. It seems I don't need to hold back. This isn't looking good. You might have broken my sword, but you've yet to break me. All right, you win. Samurai are men of their word. I'll lend you my aid. You know, you're too polite to be a friend of Ryoma's.
Hachiro, what's going on? Looks like Sana and Ryoma took off somewhere.
Master, sorry for disturbing you. I was just sparring with this visitor.
I've not seen you before. May I ask why you're here? Oh, Dear me. It's time Ryoma reaped what he sowed. He's in for it now.
This is Ryoma's friend. Said they're going round looking for skilled swordsmen to try and reform the shogunate. And they're dead serious about it, too. Hell, they even strung-out me into helping them out.
Damn. To think a master like Hachiro could lose. But if you're after good fighters, why not head to the Odani dojo? Master Odani must be known by just about every swordsman in Edo. He's bound to be a great help. Do come back here whenever you like, though. As a friend of Ryoma, there's no need to be shy.
Who are you? And what are you doing at our dojo? For Kaishu? You could say that. Kaishu is Master Odani's cousin, and my pupil. It would have been nice of him to come in person. In that case, well... The Master isn't here right now. He's actually... You know, our dojo welcomes competition from other sword styles. Why don't we continue this conversation after some sparring? Well said. Just you try to get the better of Toranosuke Shimada. To study the sword, one must first study the mind. Now let us see how well you know yourself. I'm trembling. I see you can hold your own.
Know you had a challenger! I'll take
I'll have to learn myself.
All right, it's time to finish this. Get away.
That got the blood pumping, eh?
Enjoy your victory over the great Tanetsugu Oishi. It won't happen again. I was undefeated for decades until I lost to Master Odani. I will show that old man in the end. And I will show you too. Ha! That's what I like to hear.
Master Odani will take on any opponent. But he'd be especially pleased to fight someone of your caliber. He's out training by the riverbank, not far from here. Do go and see him.
I thought it was nigh time you arrived. I'm Nobutomo Odani, the man you've been looking for. I see. So, you've bested Hachiro and Toranosuke, I surmise. You have a fearsome look indeed. Humility is a virtue. Even among those who write their names in history's pages, Fortune favors the humble, while arrogance invites only misfortune. Enough talk. It's time you showed me how well you handle a blade. Oh, I look forward to a display of your prowess, young one. Strike me then. Don't be shy. Well done. Well done. There's no overcoming old age. I should put up a proper fight, lest I end up in the infirmary. Quite impressive. Good grief. It sure ain't easy being old. Oh, you win, you win. Your talent appears to be the real deal. Oh, you're a sharp one. Not many would have noticed that. The truth is, I've already begun my service to the shogunate at Kaishu's request, as an instructor to any swordsmen he can gather. Well, I can hardly refuse my cousin, can I? I planned to turn him down as I didn't want to neglect my dojo. But the chance to train someone like you, how could I say no? I suppose I'll be giving my all to this new role. No need to thank me. Well, in any case, I'll do what I can. Rest assured, you are in safe hands now.
Good timing. I just heard something intriguing. Apparently, there are outsiders constructing a building not far from here. And what's more, they're storing provisions, weapons, and ammunition inside. If we leave it be, their power will only grow. What do you say we burn it to the ground? That's exactly right. If we let them move in, it'll spread like wildfire. What difference does it make? We can't turn a blind eye to any foreign trade. Good to hear. Let me show you the way. Right, let's go. The foreigners will have been left shaken by our work on the legation, and we need to press the advantage. Mark my words, we'll drive those disease spreaders back to where they came from. We'll show them what happens when you try to invade Japan! Here it is. No stalking about this time. We charge in head first. right. Let's set it ablaze.
What are you? Are you out of your minds? You murderer! Do you have any idea what you've done? And you are just as much to blame. What are you even doing with this villain? I thought better of you. They were bringing Western medicines and medical equipment for all the Japanese people suffering here. None of it can be made here in Japan. It's only thanks to those Westerners that we've managed to save the number of people we have so far.
I didn't realize either. Not exactly.
Oh, now I remember you. The son of Dr. Kusaka from Choshu. I can't believe the son of a physician would act with such wanton disregard for human life.
Enough. What do you know? My father might have been a physician, but he still died of the cholera they spread. As did my mother and brother. I was left alone as they grew cold and their bodies began to seep. I couldn't even hold their hands. I couldn't even...
I see. I understand that you've suffered. But your hatred is misplaced. Going around killing Westerners is simply madness. Do you really think your family would be proud to see what you've done? There are still survivors. I'll have to treat them. You're in the way. Clear off, both of you.
Do I think my family would be proud? Damn it, Sorry. Let's get out of here. Thanks for your assistance.
Good day. I did a fine job of embarrassing myself last time, didn't I? I've intensified my training regimen now. I won't lose next time.
Sana's always been like that when it comes to swordsmanship. She gets so engrossed in practicing, she's up all hours, missing meals, the whole hog.
I take my training seriously. What's wrong with that? If I want to wed Ryoma one day, I'll need to do my utmost in preparation.
She's not one to back down from her words either. I'm just worried she'll hurt herself one day, working so hard.
Perhaps you have a point. In that case, where would you recommend I go to learn? Who do you mean? You have to tell me! Where are they? Where can I find them? Yoshiwara? I suppose the geisha are rich in experience. Perhaps I could gain some insight into the workings of dear Ryoma's heart. Please, you have to take me to Yoshiwara. I need to speak to someone versed in romance.
I'm unsure how I feel about my darling niece being taken to Yoshiwara. But perhaps it's an opportunity for her to see the world a little.
Yes! Now I have my uncle's blessing. You'll really take me to Yoshiwara, won't you? Thank you! Then we can meet once we're both ready. Ryoma.
Lady Sana, I didn't expect to see you here.
What a surprise. Considering you haven't come to visit since last time, I'd assumed you were busy. But you were carrying on with someone else. Would you care to explain yourself?
Hey! What on earth is going on? Why is Lady Sana here in Yoshiwara? What's that supposed to mean?
That's right, I do, yeah, you get it.
At any rate, I should be leaving. See you later.
But we haven't seen each other in so long.
Would you please refrain from further censure of that gentleman? I merely asked him to help me find my cats.
Your cats? Oh, is that all? Silly me, jumping to conclusions. In that case, why don't I take Ryoma's place in finding your pets for you? In exchange, will you instruct me in the ways of romance?
Oh, if you are looking for advice on love, I would be delighted to help. Well then, just bring me all the cats in Yoshiwara. I eagerly await your return.
All right, let's be nice and quick about this. Between the two of us, it shouldn't take long. Let's be on our way then. How adorable. But one day, it'll up and disappear, and completely forget where it came from. Just like Ryoma. I feel as though Ryoma has matured. Not only in his appearance, but in deeper ways too. I couldn't bear to open my eyes. When we used to train together, I was drawn to his honest gaze. But that gaze is set far away now. Far, far away from me. Come, let's head back to Miss Usugumo. You brutes! I won't let you harm a hair on your head.
It's none of your business! Get lost! I don't care if you're tough. Stay out of my love life! Go get hit by a horse!
Thank you very much. Not only did you find my cats, but you helped me, even though you are but guests.
The previous visitor's deeds betray that he has fallen for my charms. However, I remain my own person. My affections cannot be compelled. In your case, if it pains you to be apart from the one you love, you must develop the courage to let go from time to time.
But I get so worried. Ryoma lives his life as free as the wind. If I were to let go, I don't think he'd ever come back. Yes, you're right. You're exactly right. It's not like me to make such feeble excuses. I've always dreamed of marrying Ryoma and living as his wife. But I fear he dreams of other things entirely. Perhaps trying to prove to him how much I'd grown was all to avoid acknowledging the ways in which Ryoma himself had grown. No more cowardly conduct. No more fear of change. I have to face him for who he is right now.
What a fine expression you wear. I look forward to seeing what becomes of you both when fate has taken its course.
There's something I'd like to ask. Do you remember angering the doctor after we set fire to the Outsiders building? Indeed, I do. Well, I've been doing lots of thinking since then about what she said. I still refuse to concede to the Outsiders that we should open the country. And I think Master Shoin's final wish was for us to expel the barbarians. But if my father, the physician, was still alive, he wouldn't have withheld treatment to anyone. Not even outsiders. Same as Ine. Apparently, she's from the Kanda Medical School. I'm thinking of heading over to apologize. Would you like to come as well? Appreciated. I just couldn't face going alone.
Did you need something?
I came here to apologize. I'm truly sorry for attacking the Outsiders building. We went too far.
I can't simply forgive you with a mere apology. The dead won't come back to life just like that, will they?
Doctor, I'm just stepping out. I've received word from my men that a quarrel has sprung up between some British merchants and the local Japanese.
Absolutely not. You're badly wounded. You need rest, and lots of it. What are you planning to do? I don't think you showing up would help things, quite frankly.
This is my duty, and time is of the essence. I'll be fine, so I'll be on my way.
Wait! Please!
So you came after all. As I understand it, our merchants failed to dismount when passing a daimyo's procession.
If that's the case, then the fault lies with the merchants.
What? Then why didn't they just say so? Is it the Japanese way to draw swords on defenseless folk?
I fear the procession will be spoiling for a fight. We have to make sure no harm comes to him, at the very least.
Why did you kill him?
None.
Why, damn you?
know Okubo, do you? Can you tell me what's happening? Indeed. I was, but I left to fetch Okubo.
I thought as much. You were there. Why didn't you end it?
Their blood was up. They were raring for it, so many of them.
I heard that the outsiders share some of the blame. But cutting them down isn't the first resort. Especially those merchants just now. They had no intention to fight.
Genzui Kusaka of Choshu. I must thank you for your assistance in taking down the Blue Demon. But, as this issue is between the Satsuma and the British, I ask that you stay out of this matter.
They were interfering with the Satsuma procession. We couldn't allow such an affront to go unpunished. More to the point, are you the ones who cut down my comrades? Why on earth you would lend aid to the British is beyond me, but this shall not stand.
I apologize for what has transpired. It is as you say. Please allow me to apologize formally on behalf of Choshu another time.
You expect us to simply let you go?
Not leaving! You owe us blood! Nah! Raise your hand against us!
But you haven't seen anything yet.
What's wrong with you? We have done what we can. Come, Kuroda.
If you're looking for the captain, he's home safe. And I believe I have you two to thank for it.
I owe you my thanks as well. Ah. I didn't expect to hear that from you. If you hadn't come with me, I don't think I'd have been able to apologize to Dr. Ine in earnest. And that Englishman would have been killed by the Satsuma. It's strange. When I'm around you, I feel I could take on the world. None of my other comrades inspire such a feeling. I won't abandon the expulsionist philosophy, though. That said, I have come to feel that Master Shoin didn't want us haphazardly killing outsiders. More specifically, attacking those meeting our nation halfway is no way to behave. Henceforth, I'll walk the honorable path, and not sully my family's good name. I will. Alongside you, I know it can be done. As my comrade in arms, it would be good to have you walk the path alongside me. May great things await us.
He is to be decapitated. We just received word from the Commissioner's office.
They said my father was about to be released. There must be some kind of mistake. You have to double check.
Even if there has been a mistake, it's too late. His execution will be carried out as planned. Now, if I've made myself understood, off with you.
Oh, didn't expect to see you here. Katsu wanted me to meet Shosaku Narasaki. He's the doctor who supposedly figured out how to cure cholera. But it sounds like they're about to take off his head. Katsu never said a thing about that. It's all very strange. That was the doctor's daughter just now. Better go see what's going on.
That girl there. Does she mean to climb the wall?
Hey, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking to break my father out of there.
Whoa, slow down. Let's not do anything reckless. We will find a way to help your father, okay? You know what we have to do, right? We're going to sneak in. Good thing you came. Couldn't pull this off without you. I've given it some thought. Why don't we kick up a fuss around here and get ourselves arrested? It'll get us inside, which is a start, at least. Pretty ingenious, wouldn't you say? Okay, let's do it. Just focus on getting locked up as soon as possible. You ready? No time like the present.
Alright, let's go back to that guard. If we cause a scene right in front of him, there's no way he'll miss the chance to lock us up.
You again. Huh? What do you want?
Ready and ready, Alright. If that doesn't do it, nothing will. All according to plan so far. Now we just need to get out. Ready and ready!
Okay, I lose. I surrender. I'll do anything, so please, forgive me. I'll give back everything I took, and I'll even break you out of here. Not a bad deal, right? That mulish doctor? I know he got taken to the inner grounds, but that's all I can tell you. We're square now, aren't we? Go on, off you go then.
Is someone there?
Hey! What do you think you're doing? Going to be executed? Fine. Make this quick! How can this be? You'll die before you leave these walls! My blade!
Bravo! So you're Dr. Narasaki, are you? Just sit tight for a second. You find the key? That woman is quite something.
This is madness, Odeo. What were you thinking? But I owe you my thanks. Now, what do you want? I'm sure you didn't rescue me out of purely goodwill. Ine Kusumoto. Yes, I know the name. So this is related to cholera, I take it. There will be an uproar if I don't show up soon. I'll be off.
Wait, are we all right? I'm Ryoma Sakamoto. We're both Ryos. This must be a sign. Can I see you again?
A sign, you say? Maybe I'll give you a chance.
Dr. Narasaki arrived earlier. It seems you rescued him. I thank you. I appreciate all the effort you have gone to. I really must think of a way to repay you. I will. I've made a lot of preparations to that end. I'll find a treatment, whatever it takes. I heard something very important from Dr. Narasaki. The juice of the lemon can be used to treat cholera. The problem is, there isn't any of this fruit in Japan. But my father's friend, Mr. Fortune, might be able to help. I'll head now to the Koishikawa Botanical Garden to find him. Meet me there, if you're interested in helping.